Hello, welcome. In this video, I am going to explain 4 command armaments programs. In the first program, we are going to see how to create our own type command. If you could recollect, type command is used to display the contents of a text file on the command prompt. Next, we are going to see how to create our own copy command. Copy command is used to make a copy of a file, single copy of a file. Next, we are going to create our own copy command, which is going to make multiple copies of an existing file. Creating multiple copies is not possible using the built-in copy command. Then, we are going to create our own copy command, which could copy any type of file. It can be an image, it can be a video file, it can be a machine language file, anything. For that, we have to do what is known as low-level file handling or low-level input-output. Until this one, we would be using high-level input-output, and in the last program, we are going to use low-level file handling. Let's begin with the first program, creating our own type command. So this is our program, command armaments program. Now how to use that command? Say our command's name is my type, then some file names, text file name, say hello.txt, that's it. So this file, its content should be displayed character by character. Now this is the argument name, this is the command name, and this is the argument to our program. As we have to deal with files, so first we have to declare a file pointer, then open the file. Which one is the file in this example? This is arg0, arg0 contains command name, and this is arg1, the file name. Now open arg1 in read mode. Then we repeat the process of fetching character by character until it reaches the end of the file. fgetC is used to get character by character from a file. When it reaches end of the file, it returns a number -1. We can directly mention -1, or we can use a macro known as EOF, which stands for end of file. Either of them is okay. So when it reaches end of file, then stop the loop. Otherwise, print the character. At the end, close the file. Let's save it. You build the program. Now let's go to the location where exe file is generated. So name of this project is my type. Now let's go to the location my type. So the my type project is present in D drive C program 7 folder. So let's do cd to my type. Then bin directory gets generated. Then inside that debug gets generated. It contains the exe file. Now let's go to the location. Now we have a text file. So this is our exe file name. This is the text file which we want to display character by character. Let me open that file. So this is the content of that file. Let's display the content on the command prompt. So my type, the original command is type. Now we have created our own command. My type, then give the file name robo r1.txt. It should display the content. I think you have understood how to display the content of the file using command line arguments. So this is our first program. We are done with the first program. Then we are going to create our own copy command. Let me close this project. So this is the copy command program. Now how are you going to use this command? My copy, name of the command, followed by the source file. Source, say, let's say source1.txt and the target file. Let's say target1.txt. So this is argument 1, we have to open a read mode, and this is argument 2, we have to open it at write mode. From this file, the content should be copied into this file. So we need to deal with two files. That's why two file pointers I have created. First file pointer is going to point to the source file, argvf1. We are going to read from that file. That's why I have opened the file in read only mode. In the second one, in write mode. Then you run the loop, get the character from the file pointer 1, then send that character to the file pointer 2. If it reaches the end of the file, stop the loop. At the end, close all the file pointers and display a success message. I hope you understood this program. Read character by character from one file and send that character to another file. This is the character and this is the file pointer. Let's save this file. Let's build it. You know that ex file gets generated in this my copy folder. Let's go back to my copy folder. So this is the program and this is the text file. We shall see this image later. Okay, now let's make a copy. Let's go back to the parent up to C program 7 directory. Then my copy, again bin, again debug. Now let's test this program. So my copy, then what was the source file? Robocar1. Let's create a robocar2 as a copy. Robocar1.txt, then robocar2.txt. So it had displayed the success message. Let's verify it. Here it is, robocar2. Open it. There it is. So we are done with the second program as well. Now let's create a special copy command which is going to create multiple copies of the source file. Multiple copies of the source file. Let me open that program. Let's close this project first. So this is the program. Let's name it as multi-copy. This is the command, this is the source file, and these are the target files. Any number of target files, we can mention any number of target files. First its content should be copied to this file, then into this file, then from here into this file. So how many pointers should we create? Just think for a moment. Yeah. So only 2 pointers are sufficient. One for source file, the other one for target files. So we open the file, the source file. Then how many target files can be mentioned by the user? Any number of target files. So what we do is we run a loop starting from the second argument. You know, this is 0th argument, this is first argument, this is second argument, second, third, fourth, so on. So that's why I start with 2 and I less than argument count, then I plus plus. In the fopen function, we used to mention a constant here, argv of 1 or 2, but here argv of I would be 2 initially, this one, then I would be 3, then this one, so on and so forth. Then open that file in write mode. So this one in read mode and each one of them in write mode. Then run a loop, fetch character by character until the end of file is reached. Then write that character to another file. See, in this program we have a nested loop. One loop to write into each one of them. Another loop to get character by character and write into a file. Once the writing is done into a target file, then see, pictorially I will show you. This is the source file. Let's say these are the target files, the 3 target files. So there is some content here. Okay. So we are reading the content from one file to another file. In both the files, the file pointer would have reached the end of the file. Then what we have to do? Again, we have to start from fresh from the source file and then start copying into the second file. The process should be repeated for the third file as well. For that, we have to do what is known as rewind. We have to rewind the first file so that it starts from the beginning to copy into another target file. That's what I have done here. Rewind the file pointer one. Then at the end, just give the message saying file has been copied into the number of target files. You know, in this example, you have 5 arguments, including the command name. Out of the 5 arguments, the first one would be command name, the second would be source file name. So how many target files would be there? Total count minus 2. That's what I have given here. I hope you have understood this. Now let's build it. Okay. Now let's go to the folder. So it also contains the text file. Now let's test the program. So the name of the program is multi-copy. Yeah, let's go back to the parent. Now cd multi-copy now. Then bin, then debug. Say multi-copy. Then what is the name of the source? Robo car1.txt. Now we can mention multiple target files. Say I say for the sake of simplicity c1.txt, c2.txt, c3.txt. Any number of target files we can mention. Now notice that it has said that file has been copied into 3 files. Okay. So we can notice the creation of the files. Let's verify. We're opening them. It contains the content. It also contains the actual content. It also contains the actual content. I hope you have understood this program as well. Now we are left with the last program. Low level copy of the file. Earlier we have created our own copy command which can copy a file into another file, but its limitation is only text type of content can be copied. It can't copy images, audio files, video files, machine language files, etc. But the program we are about to create can copy any type of file. For that we have to do what is known as low level copy. So in the form of bytes, we have to copy some bytes and read some bytes and write some bytes into another file. Till now we have been doing high level copy in terms of data types, characters, integers, strings, etc., structures, etc. Let me close this project and open the last one. So this is any copy. I named it as any copy. You can notice here, this is the name of the command, and this is one image file source, the another image file target. Let's check whether images are present in our folder. So we have one image JPG file. This is the actual program .exe file, and this is the image. We are going to make a copy of this image to our program. Let me explain the program. First, we have to create a buffer so that it can hold the bytes. Then, so these are all low-level file IO library functions _open. Okay. Again, this is the source file. This is the target file. That remains the same. They are all macros which are present in fcntl.h header file. Open read only, open binary. Okay, we are joining the modes. Okay, so this pipe is used to combine the different modes, file modes. Open write only, open create, and open binary. So we have to create the file to write, to do some writing, and we have to open the files in binary mode. That is also the requirement. Notice the underscores before read function and write function as well. Now the idea is, let me show you the figure. Assume that this is a bag of rice, bag full of rice. The another bag which is empty bag. What we have to do is, using some vessel, we have to pick some amount of rice and put that rice into another bag. Say around 2300 rice seeds are available. Okay, right. Assume that this vessel's capacity is 500 rice seeds. Okay, right. So first time it writes 500, then another 500,000 over, then another 500,000 over, 1500 over, another 500, 2000 over. Now it attempts to pick 500 because its capacity is, it can pick up to 500, but can it pick 500? No, because only 300 left. So it reads only 300. Whatever it has read, only those many bytes it can write. So in the last attempt it writes only 300 seeds. This is what we are going to do. See, read function from which file? Whatever this in is pointing, they are known as file handlers. So this is the buffer, means this vessel. Into this array, we are going to read how many? Half KB. You know, 1 KB means 1024 bytes. I have given half KB. It can be any number. Right? It can be KB, it can be in KB or 100 bytes, 200 bytes, anything. So we asked it to read maximum of 512 bytes and put the content into this buffer. Whatever content it has read, its number it returns. It can be 500 in our example, or 512, 300, 200, 0 if nothing is found. Okay. If it is greater than 0, only then we are going to write into this out. Where is the content? This is the vessel, this is the buffer. How many bytes should be written? Should match with how many bytes it has read. It can be 500 or 300, anything. If it is greater than 0, we write. If it is equal to 0, means no bytes left, then we stop the loop. I hope you have understood what happens internally. At the end, close the files using this set of functions. Yeah. Let's test it. Let me clear the screen. Let's go back. Then our program name is any copy. say any copy, then cd bin and debug. Now any copy. What is the name of our file? Sachin Ganguly 1. You can see Sachin Ganguly 1.jpg file. It's a JPG file. If you have the cursor, you can see that it's a JPG file. So Sachin Ganguly 1.jpg. Let's say sg1.jpg. Notice that the file has been created successfully. Same thing. Had we tried to copy an image using this copy command, around copy command, we would have failed. So I hope you understood all these command and elements programs. The first one being the making a displaying the content of the file. Second one being making a copy. Third one making multiple copies. And the fourth one making copy of any type of file. I hope this video is useful to you. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.